Hey everybody, my name is Meisterbloo, and welcome back to the next episode of Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 1, Onikakushi, I think is what it's called, Onikakushi. Which, I believe, what's the first one called again? Where's my manga? I have a dog on my manga. I can't get my manga right now because I have a dog on my manga. And I think I just saw my door move, which is creepy. Alright, but I'm going to continue on because I'm super hyped for this. This is literally just a couple seconds after the last video was recorded. Mi-chan, good morning! Oh, that's not her voice. Mi-chan, good morning! Coming up to the next rendezvous point, we saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved. Yeah! Mi-chan! Finally, you two are late. Usually, you're the one who's late. In sharp contrast to the diligent Reina, this one marched up to the beat of her own drum. She's Mion Sonozaki. Sonozaki Mion. I'm so used to the names being reversed because I watch the anime religiously. For what it's worth, she's our senior and head of the class. Morning, Reina, and it's been a while, Kei-chan. How many years? I was only off 2 days. You don't say. You were so much cuter back then. Mion's gaze started at my chest, then dropped straight down, focusing on the point between my legs. I knew it! So she was saying it was my crotch that was cuter back then. Before you ask, just to be clear, never actually tried to show it to her. Intentionally. I've grown quite splendidly, you'd be surprised. Not only is he bigger, but that little mustache now. Being so engorged with energy every morning is quite a problem, though. I'll introduce you next time, so be sure to be greeted properly. Don't say next time, right now is just fine. How about letting the little guy get a breath of fresh morning air? I don't think I've ever heard talk so dirty you could smell it fouling up the morning air before. Mion sure does like to act like an old man some— What the fuck? What? Why? I'm not gonna question old men in Japan, I'm not. It sounds weird, so I don't want to. God, who's talking right now? Gotcha, time for the big reveal! Hope you don't regret it! As my hand reached for my fly, Reina began to ramble in a near panic. Oh, poor Reina. Hey, what are you doing? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Red-faced and flustered, Reina tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about. God damn it, I love Reina so much. She's so adorable. How was it seeing— Oh, tricky game. How was it seeing the city again? Mion switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing the topic to something more befitting of the pleasant morning. I only went for a funeral. I didn't have much time. So yeah, did you look for it? That thing I asked you for? You're not listening at all. I just came back from a funeral. I didn't have any time to look around in the toy stores. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different, you know. It's— oh god, itchy, itchy! All sorts of itchy. I'm itching all over. I was outside, like, playing with basketball and whatnot earlier. Got grass, so it itches. It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here after all. Is this about games again, Mi-chan? Mion nodded proudly as Reina giggled. Yep, I wanted Kei-chan to bring me back a Westport catalog, you see. Westport was short for Western Imported Games. Using that abbreviation did make it sound pretty geeky. You can just get them to send you one in the mail, can't you? Well, I guess I have to now. I'm going to get another game full of hot action. This time, I'd like a game that's easy to understand. Mion is a board and card game enthusiast, and I hear she's collected quite a lot of different ones. According to Reina, Mion's room has kind of become a museum for domestic and foreign games. There's a game you think I'd understand, let me play too. Heh, of course. If Kei-chan is up for it, I should warn you though, we're pretty tough. Just what I want. I play all sorts of games I don't intend to lose. Whoa, then we'll let you in our group this time, I guess. I want to talk about that. Because in my review, I said that the English dub for the anime is horrendous. I still believe that. I still believe that the English dub is just horrible. I think it's bad. It's not the worst I've ever heard, but it's bad in my opinion. Primarily because of what they did with Reina. In Japanese, she'll repeat something like once or twice, sometimes at the end of her sentence, to like sound cute and sing-songy and whatnot. They translated that straight to English. Like this, I guess. Like, what are you doing? Stuff like that. And it's like, that doesn't work in English. Not in the slightest. It doesn't work at all in English. And it makes her seem incredibly stupid. When she's not. She is not a dumb character. She's a little ditzy from time to time, but she's not dumb. And that just made her seem really dumb. And I hated that especially. I have a lot of other problems with the dub, but that's my major problem with it. Bristling with joy from head to toe, Reina looked back and forth between me and Mion. Mion gave her an affirmative wink, and her expression perked up even further. I thought boys preferred playing outside more, so I figured you wouldn't want to. Reina laughed happily. Oh wait, maybe that was Reina. From such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I had moved here less than a month ago. I mean, you expect him to be, like, telling me to fuck off. I understand that they did all this. I don't understand that they did all they could to make a new transfer student. I understand that they did all they could to make a new transfer student like me feel at home. I'll have to try harder to fit in, so they won't feel like they have to try and make me welcome. I felt like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, it should probably be about right for this place. Such pretty backdrops. I love it. Now we're at the school. I get to see Rika-chan. Hinamizawa was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was only one class. That class encompasses all different grades and ages. There are about 30 students at different levels, and they all study in the same class. I'm told that long ago there used to be a bigger school building and they actually had to separate the classes. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class, and now it stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. I already gotten used to it. The sound of children playing started right from the morning. With such a lively mood, it felt like more of a kindergarten than a proper school. Not that it was a bad thing. Mion, who had been walking up in front of us up until then, suddenly let me take the lead. I know where this is going. Right in front of the classroom door, so I was meant to slide the door open and enter the room first. Heh. Too bad. I wasn't gonna fall for that again. To think you'd give up the lead here. You meant for this to be a test of my skills. Mion chuckled with a haughty smirk on her face. Haughty or hot? What is it, you guys? Step back, Reina. It's dangerous. She's here. Huh? Then Satoko-chan is? Yep. Her name was Satoko Hojo. Hojo Satoko-san. She was a disrespectful, impudent, bossy kid. The way she talks was annoying, but it would be immature to get worked up over just that. The real problem was this. Quite the obvious trap. A blackboard eraser wedged in the door. It's too obvious, Satoko. A haughty laugh came from beyond the door. What's her name? She has one of those laughs. One of those. I can't stand those laughs. I have no idea where they came from. But whatever. It's nothing to ruin anything. It's just something that like gets me. I'm like, that's a funny sound. Excellent, Kei-chan. Guess that means you win this round. Oh god, I can't do it. I cannot do a super high-pitched voice for her. No, this is Satoko we're talking about. I doubt this is it. After falling for such intricate traps since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Satoko liked to combine a variety of traps that were simple there to bait you into the main one, traps that relentlessly kept coming at you like a sadistic Rube Goldberg machine? The list goes on. As well as being clever, they almost never misfire. When you least expect it, she strikes. No escape, no time to relax. By the looks of it, this eraser is normal. No rocks or anything in it. I took a pretty heavy hit from a blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day. By the looks of it, this eraser is normal. Ah, stop it! So then why don't you just
try to open the door and let it drop?
That's what it is. That's what Satoko was after, making me focus my attention upward, so as I lifted my hand to the door, there were thumbtacks stuck to the sliding door handle with tape. A frightening trap. That's brutal. That's brutal as fuck. A potent and terrifying trap, concealed by using the blackboard eraser. Ah, an impressive combination, Satoko. But in the end, nothing more than the trivial machinations of a child. Assured of my victory, I threw the door open and stepped into the room. I felt something strange at my ankle. It was similar to the sensation of a jump rope catching onto my leg. By the time I realized she had me, hook, line, and sinker, it was already too late. I began to fall in almost a picturesque manner.
Kei-chan, watch out!
Instinctively reacting to Mion's shrill warning, I twisted my body mid-air before I landed on the floor. Ow, ow, ow! An inkstone filled to the brim was placed right where I would have landed. I shuddered, imagining the situation had I landed on the square. Or landed square on it. Oh, Satoko, you little demon!
My, what do we have here? A fair morning to you, Kei-chan.
She's gonna have the same voice as the mom. I'm sorry, I don't even care.
Are we a little lively this morning?
That doesn't fit, and I have to do something. She sprawled in an awkward position. I was greeted by a mocking voice.
That was a step away from you.
Oh, God damn it. They need to let me know who's talking. That's the one thing I have a problem with visual novels, is like, tell me who's talking, please. That was a step above your usual trap, Satoko. Oh, demon face.
I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. You're quite unlucky this morning.
You little... Ow, 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 ow. It seemed I'd inadvertently sprained my back a little when I landed. Better than landing on an inkstone. God, she's so evil.
Rika-chan! Oh my god!
A small hand gently rubbed my head.
Pain, go away.
She's gonna sound creepy because I'm talking like that. God, no. The small, dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head.
You didn't sprain your ankle? You didn't sprain your back or anything, did you? If you rub it like this, the pain disappears. I thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back.
Oh. I thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back, but I didn't. It's not so much about what you actually do, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, thanks, Rika-chan. The pain's going away now. Oh, poor Rika-chan. She's so poor, Rika-chan.
Yay, Rika-chan!
Oh, that's her. Oh god, I'm gonna have so much trouble!
Yay, Rika-chan, good morning! Good morning to you, Reina. And good morning to you all.
Rika-chan greeted us with each of us with an adorable little bow. It was infectious. Or infectious. Why is I thinking infectious? Reina, Mion, and I all bowed back. Except for Satoko, who's a little jerk. You're such a good kid, Rika-chan. So much better than Satoko. I glared over in her direction. Satoko was whistling while rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact.
I am the very model of a good girl.
A good girl wouldn't set all those nasty traps.
Nothing but lies and slander. Exactly what proof will I?
I picked up Satoko by the back of her collar. She looks like a misbehaved cat when I do this. But a cat wouldn't be setting traps. Oh, cats can set traps. Cats can definitely set traps. I can attest to this. She's much harder to deal with.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Try saying that. If you won't say it, I cocked my index finger on my thumb. My camera keeps making funky little things. I hope to God that's not going to show up. I cocked my index finger on my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it closer to Satoko's forehead. Oh, I've got a flicker.
I'm against violence. You don't even have proof.
Just so you know, my forehead flick really hurts. It can split plywood right in half. Eek! Shouldn't have done that.
Stop! Get away from me, you beast!
Her voice is going to constantly change. Don't say that in such a way that people misunderstand. That wasn't originally Beast, was it? That wasn't originally Beast. That was Perv. A small hand tugged the back of my shirt.
been lonely since you were gone for 2 days.
Rika-chan is really just so gosh darn cute. How could I do anything more after being told that? I gently released my grip on Satoko, who, at this point, was on the verge of tears. She still had her eyes clamped shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick. Oh, I made her cry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me.
Oh, God. I need to find a better voice for her. I'm going to have to do that in between videos.
You mustn't cry, Satoko. Keep on fighting, yeah.
Rika gently petted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess those two are the same age. I think Satsuko could learn a thing or a million from Rika-chan. Never heard that expression before. That's nice.
Next time, set an even more amazing trap.
Wait a minute. Okay, I think I know why my phone's doing it. I'm getting like notifications for something, and it's like glitching out a little weirdly. So hopefully that doesn't show in post. As she observed the scene, Reina's expression grew ecstatic as she began to swoon. Oh.
Oh, Satoko-chan is crying. So cute.
Oh god, it's
So kawaii.
Oh god.
You can't take them home. Huh? But they're so cute.
God damn it, you're gonna make me say show. You can't, no matter how cute they are.
But just for a bit is fine,
Reina kept... Gidget, wake up. You're snoring. My dog is snoring behind me. You might not have heard it. I just hear... behind me, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Dog's passed out behind me, just snoring up a storm. Reina kept a cutesy face on her even as outrageous ideas spewed from her mouth. According to Mion, Reina is ridiculously weak to cute things and always tries to take them home. Now you guys can see why me and Reina get along so well. Object or person. Stealing is bad, but abducting people is even worse. Give it up.
Then I can just look. Just looking. That should be fine, right? Right?
Reina swooned over Satoko's crying form. If a girl ever goes missing in Hinamizawa, I'll be forced to turn Reina into the authorities. Forgive me, Reina. I'll be sure to bring you care packages when they put you away. I love this. This dialogue's fun.
The teacher's coming. Quickly, clean everything up.
Satoko, that inkstone is yours, right? Just from Mion's single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtacks stuck to the door handle were an even bigger problem. I pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to skewer myself. Even though Satoko was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bedlam was... The bedlam? Bedlam! It's a fun word. I like myself some bedlams. From before had been neatly tidied up.
We made it in time.
Rise! Attention! Kids! Mion gave out the morning commands. And after school? Is it after school now? It's difficult being a teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different to each one, but naturally she ends up spending all her time with the younger kids. Reina and Mion, being in the highest grade in the class, ended up mostly doing self-study. They even end up helping helping teach the younger kids, so it seems like they can never get to their own studies. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for their teacher and helping Reina and Mion with their own studies.
You're a pretty good teacher, Cage-Can.
Yes, I am, Randa-chan. Yes, I am. That's about it for this video. I have to cut this one because my camera is probably running low on memory because I've been recording quite a bit of stuff lately with my phone. I've had a lot of events I went to lately that I wanted to record stuff with. Thank you all for watching. I will, of course, have the link to the Steam page for this down below in the description. At the very top of the description, you can go there, buy the game. It should be around $5. I'm not sure. I don't think it'll be any more than that. That's what it was when I pre-ordered it. Very, very awesome that this has finally reached the Western audience because it's really cool. Love the updated models of everything. Made them look so much cleaner because the old ones honestly did look a little clunky and, in my opinion, not good. Glad they updated it. Love the oil paintings in the background. I'm going to go through this entire game, so hopefully the chapters keep on coming. So I will see you all in the next video. So until then, everybody, peace out.